Welcome back to B4Crypto and welcome to day 17 in calling the Bitcoin bottom within this major accumulation range, because yes, exactly from this level, round about more than 17 days ago, I posted that if we're going to see this dump all the way back down to the range low, that this is going to be a fast move all the way back up. And yes guys, we are seeing this absolute frustration, the sideways move for the overall crypto market. Yes, the altcoins took a little bit of a dump, but we can see that Bitcoin is holding steady in between a lot of selling pressure and a lot of buying pressure, and we're going to look at all of these facts in today's video. So if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe, and welcome back to B4Crypto. Before we're going to go over to the bullish news and why we are seeing this major sell-off and all this weak hand selling, but in the same time we can see a lot of accumulation exactly within these levels. But first of all, we're going to zoom in on the daily chart to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term, because yes, we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin had this major dump all the way back down to the levels of $91,200 and like I said before, exactly here, Bitcoin doesn't like these V-shaped recoveries, and normally what we could expect is a lower high exactly within these levels. And yes guys, we saw that the price movement got a perfect bounce from here, but yes, we can see that a lot of selling pressure, people who are saying that the price movement is going to go even lower, they have sold exactly here, and we can see that the buying pressure once again comes in exactly here. So ultimately guys, this looks still extremely bullish, and this gives us the indication that we could expect a reversal, because the price movement has now formed on the daily chart a perfect W, a low and a higher low exactly within these levels. And if we're going to look at the Fibonacci retracement levels, all the way from the swing low all the way to the swing high exactly here at the 50 moving average, round about the levels of $98,700, where we got this last rejection after this major dump, we saw that the price movement perfectly held the golden ratio exactly in between the 61.8 and the 50% level, and exactly here we saw that this was a fast dump with a fast recovery, once again trading back above the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. And on the daily chart we can perfectly see that the price movement of Bitcoin is once again above the 13 moving average, which gives us indication if the price movement is under the 13 moving average exactly here, this means that the overall trend is bearish. Here we tried to break the 13 moving average, got rejected. Once again we're in this bearish trend, and at the moment guys, we can see on the daily chart that the price movement of Bitcoin is back above the 13 moving average. So the next price targets would be the 100 moving average round about the $97, the 50 moving average round about the $98,000 to $99,000, and ultimately guys, once we're going to break the 100 moving average, this is going to be a major turnaround, and ultimately guys, I'm still going to remain extremely bullish. I started to call the bottom, and once again nothing has changed. The price movement has been going sideways for Bitcoin. Yes, the altcoins took a little bit of a dump, but once again this is your opportunity to buy all of these coins at a major discount, because believe me guys, this is just a major shakeout and a major manipulation to get you out of the market, and we're going to look at exactly that. But first of all guys, even if the price movement comes all the way back down to my worst case scenario, round about the 90k, I do believe that this is going to be a fast move. I don't expect the price movement to dump, but if it's going to happen, this is going to be an extreme fast move. But ultimately guys, my next price target, once we're going to come over the weekly 13 moving average exactly at the levels of $98,000, which perfectly lines up with the 50 moving average on the daily chart, we could expect a major move. And yes, my next price targets are ultimately going to be the range high at 106,000 and also the previous all-time high. But ultimately guys, once we're going to break out from this major bullish pattern, because yes, we can see a lot of fear in the markets, but if we zoom out on the weekly chart, nothing has changed. We have been going sideways within this major accumulation, redistribution or manipulation zone where all these major institutions are buying, and we can also see on the weekly chart we are forming this perfect symmetrical triangle with a breakout target all the way at the levels of 120,000 US dollars. So yes guys, once we're going to break this trend line, I believe that this move towards the upside is going to be extremely fast. And we're going to look at some altcoins, but before we're going to do that, I'm going to show you exactly why I'm still extremely bullish and why my bearish case is just going to be a quick dump with a fast recovery exactly here. Because yes, since the previous halving back in April 20th, exactly 306 days ago, 137,000 Bitcoin have been mined. And we can see that MicroStrategy alone, they have been buying 264 exactly within the same time period. The US ETFs have acquired on a net basis 331,000 Bitcoin. And we can see that miners and public companies purchased 45,000 Bitcoin and other public companies round about 6,000 Bitcoin. And yes guys, the short-term holder buying pressure minus the ETF and MicroStrategy and other public companies within 155 days have been 194,000. So do you get the point? Only 137,700 Bitcoin came onto the market from April, 306 days all the way to this date guys. And this means that with all this buying pressure from major institutions, and we're not even talking about nations like the United States potentially passing a strategic Bitcoin bill, or countries like Bhutan and El Salvador who accumulate Bitcoin. And yes guys, we can see on the net basis 449,000 Bitcoin, or approximately 3.26 times the mine supply, have been bought. So we could expect a major short squeeze. And this means guys, if you're not selling your Bitcoin, all these institutions, they need all these weak hands to accumulate, or even major nations, central banks, they need all the weak hands to sell onto the market, because 2024, the change in Bitcoin ownership, we can see that minus 525,000 individuals have sold their Bitcoin. And who bought this Bitcoin? Yes, major corporations, ETFs and businesses. And yes guys, this is exactly the picture that we are seeing, and exactly why I'm saying that this is a major manipulation, because all these corporations, due to FUD, fear, uncertainty and doubt in the market through economic stress, tariffs, inflation, or other crises like war, they're using this means to get all these weak hands out of the market, people who are panicking or people who are trying to outpace the market, thinking that they can buy Bitcoin all the way at the levels of 80 or even 72,000 US dollars. This is not going to happen, and this major accumulation exactly within this range, and even this major bullish pattern that we can see on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, and the price movement staying within this range is absolutely bullish, because once again guys, I'm calling once again the bottom for the price movement of Bitcoin and for the broader crypto market. Because yes, we can see that the first altcoins like TIA, AR, Pyth, Injective, Say, Filecoin, Near and also Sui are waking up and turning around, because this looks extremely bullish. The price movement of Sui had this major correction all the way to the price levels of $2.40. We saw this fast recovery back above the 200 moving average, got a rejection at the 13 moving average, so another dump towards the downside, and formed this higher low exactly within this range. And yes guys, we saw once again the price movement try to break the 13 moving average. We formed this high, and if we're going to take the Fibonacci retracement levels all the way from the swing low all the way to the swing high, then we can see that the price movement of Sui formed the perfect double bottom on the 61.8, being extremely bullish. And this gives me the indication that this is going to be a perfect reversal pattern. Yes guys, we could expect that the price movement is going to fail and retest the 200 moving average exactly within these levels, but ultimately guys, this range is going to be the bottom. But guys, don't take it too serious, because you should accumulate within this major range. And yes, you need to zoom out, because short-term price movement, yes guys, we could expect a dump all the way back down to these lows. But ultimately guys, if you're going to buy within this major range for Sui and all of the broader crypto market, you're going to buy round about the bottom, because overall guys, this looks extremely bullish. We have this bullish news from all these major institutions, nations and also states accumulating Bitcoin. And we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin is forming this perfect accumulation zone, where we can see selling pressure, but at the same time a lot of buying pressure holding the price movement of Bitcoin exactly within this range. And be prepared guys, nothing has changed in the previous 17 days where I started calling the bottom and started to say that this is going to be the beginning of a major parabolic run. Nothing has changed because the price movement is just consolidating within this range. And yes guys, once again, this major pump is going to cause a lot of FOMO, and all these people that sold the bottom, they're going to reaccumulate exactly at these highs and cause the price movement to push all the way to the next major price target. So yes guys, don't be fooled by short-term price movement. Yes, the price movement of Bitcoin could even come all the way back down to my worst case, and this wouldn't be the end of the world, because yes, this is going to be a fast recovery, because ultimately guys, this manipulation is about to end in a major short squeeze towards the upside. This means that the overall crypto market, there are not enough Bitcoin for these major institutions, nations and states to accumulate these huge amounts. And yes guys, if you want to accumulate by trading on the crypto market, make sure to be in my free Telegram group where I keep you up to date. And if you want to trade all of these moves, you can sign up to Phemex or even BloFin, where you don't need any KYC and receive a major deposit bonus, because ultimately guys, we are trading this move towards the upside. And if you're watching this video now, yes guys, you can copy this trade on SUI. We are forming this perfect W, and I do expect that in the immediate short term, the price movement of SUI is going to retest on the 1 hour chart the 200 moving average exactly at the levels of $3.70. And we also opened this trade on Bitcoin because ultimately guys, in the immediate short term, I'm extremely bullish on the price movement of Bitcoin to at least reach the 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart, because this higher low exactly within these levels is turning me extremely bullish, and that the price movement has been consolidating within this major range, because if this wouldn't be bullish, we would have seen a major dump. And yes guys, this is going to be the bottom, mark my words. And if you always want to stay up to date guys, make sure to be subscribed to B for Crypto, smash up the like button, and we see each other in the next video.